release DPP's advice? What is your fear? Is it that you don't want the case to get to court, or you are preempting that there is, if you are only preempting that if this is the time to release the advice from the little that you know, that you think the only reason or the only area they will be banking the advice are based on the previous investigation? Bí a kì í sọ yóò bá kó lè yé yín, ṣé nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ sí ni pé ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ dé dúró ìtẹ́yìn rò pé ọ̀rọ̀ dé dúró tí wàá dìde dúró kò ní tọ́ba máa kọ advice tọ́ba fẹ́ charge anybody sí court, it's going to be based on the previous nǹkan tẹ́ ti mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ àbí.
Mr. Yomi.
No,
Mr.
that's
Yomi.
not what I'm saying, but that's part of what I'm saying. Okay.
This is part what you are saying. This is what you are saying.
Excuse me, can I?
Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Yomi. Tó fẹ́ tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni ẹ fẹ́ try láti sọ, that's èmi kan fẹ́ sọ. Àwọn investigation tí ọlọ́pàá ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ fún wa. Ìyẹn òun ṣe investigation rárá tọ́ àgbà yẹn.
Mo ti get ẹyẹ sáré gbé yín débẹ̀ sí.
Okay.
But if I can farabalẹ̀, listen with open mind.
Okay.
Number one, when it comes to the case of Mohbad, the primary investigator is the police. And whatever the case may be, the only side tí wọ́n ti lọ, the only side tí wọ́n ti lọ, the only side tí wọ́n ti lọ, only the CCTV tí wọ́n ti get ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ńbẹ̀, CCTV and the autopsy. Is that not correct, Expander?
Yes.
Now,
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
let me now explain to you. When cases comes up like this, whether you who are going to the coroner inquest or not, are you with me? The police and the government, they can continue their investigation without anybody knowing what is going on. And they don't have to come out and start spoon feeding stage by stage. In the course of everybody saying justice for Mohbad, tí wọ́n bá pàdé nǹkankan tó ti yàtọ̀ sí ìwé ìtumọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tó máa sọ pé wow, this is what actually transpired, this is the truth now, or this is everything that we have. They will not have to wait for anybody. They will go into action, release the DPP's advice, and they will arrest those that think they have case to answer. That, you know what, if you are innocent, try and prove your innocence in court, because we have tangible evidence. Gbogbo nǹkan tó fa gbogbo kíní yìí, majority people do not know that láti ìgbà tí ọ̀tá Mohbad ti kú àti ìdìbò ṣe wáyé, ohun tí ìjọba àtọlọ́pàá wá ní something concrete and very convincing to be able to charge whoever to court. So, if you are relying on what we were told before, if you are relying on it shows that you don't understand the knowing of police investigation and the law. Are you with me now, my brother? So,
Yeah.
and then whatever you are now agitating, you don't know what the new findings that they have, the new information they have that want to lead them into making the charges. So until they make the charges, then you don't say, wow. And at that point, everybody will now sit back and say, wow, those charges. You are being charged for this crime. Everybody can wow. So they were working before. It's because we don't know. Don't forget that in the course of Larry Baye and the last inquest, we personally, me, I've been able to supply some information to the police. I get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Personally, the government said they've received the toxicology and forensic report. Maybe the second opinion, maybe it's the third opinion. Nobody knows. And they don't have to start telling the public, okay, they don't have to tell you. It's their duty to say, you know what, sanction and let's go and do another findings here. Titi ni pé deliver justice. If they now make those charges, tó kọjá de, they bá realize pé tẹ́ni tó bá accuse tó bá rò pé òun parọ́ mọ́ òní, go to court and defend yourself. Ó kò bẹ̀ ni pé whatever they're going to accuse you of, at least I'm confident with the DPP in Lagos State. You must have close proximity to whatever they are accusing you of. So if you are not connected to it, and there is no evidence to show that you are connected to it, let's go to court now. I was not even in that house when they said, only in Kotoka and one lagimo lori nuleme, emi ti wa ni America, and then no lagimo lori, emi ti wa in Kenya. Other than one lagimo lori, if the person dies within 4 hours before the person died as a result of the hammered him in the head, and me that I fought with this person 4 months ago, they are now bringing me in, and they said I should have a case to answer. Please, I'm ready to come and prove my innocence.
Mr. Yomi, you see, Sherry Bobon explain here. To buy in the normal setting, yeah. Nǹkan ti lọ bó ṣe yẹ kó lọ, we will not doubt police, we will not be of a pé ká máa ṣe iyèméjì pé kí náà fẹ́ gbé wá kí ni wọ́n ní gbé wá. She understand. Look at the case of the Baba Jesha that you talked about. Nígbà tẹni tó bọ́mọ sùn tó wá sí court tó ní mo bá sùn tọ́lọ́pàá ṣe exam lórí ọmọ tó conduct examination lórí ọmọ tí wọ́n test lórí ọmọ tí wọ́n rí pé specimen ṣì wà lára ẹ̀. Yet láfter judge gbàtún tí mú Baba Jesha yet ẹnìyẹn ṣì ń rìn. Baba Jesha yẹn ṣì wà lẹ́wọ̀n. So we know what works in Nigeria. We know what
that's what I'm saying.
This can be turned to. That's why I said initially, it's in two ways. Okay, if we go by their antecedents, people will be agitating that kini koton gbebo. But about okay,
my brother,
let us wait.
My brother, okay, we have to be honest and factual with ourselves. What I'm saying? We have to be factual with ourselves. We cannot it's even wrong to do this to the government now. Are you with me? When they say they are coming up with DPP's advice, that thing is not a child's play. I need you to make Nigerian youth need to understand. When people who are legally inclined, they might not be 100% perfect, and they might be perfect, but they will be relying on something. I don't know who's mic. Can the mic echo? Lady, right here now. Come. Okay, thank you, please. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not just they will sit down and say, that's not the work of DPP. The Director of Public Prosecution are the best in fighting for justice. So when they want to say they want to write the advice, you need to know the assemblage of people that are going to be working on that kind of stuff. They are intelligent, legally inclined experts. They will look at all the findings and investigation of the police. Submit evidence, time to source. They would have crossed all the data and say, okay, now we have reached this point. How do we cross this side to nail whoever that has committed a crime? These prosecutors, they are trained to deliver justice. I'm not saying prosecutors, they are perfect. Sometimes some prosecutors will not dig deep. Some prosecutors, they are lazy. Some prosecutors, they rely on emotions. But they said they've waited for a year. The public supported them where we need to support. Of course, if they're not going to be writing their reports, it's going to be based on everything that police has investigated and the last one that they got. Who knows if they have retrieved the CCTV? You don't know. You don't know if they have retrieved the CCTV. You're not so sure. If they have done forensic analysis on phone, they said forensic analysis. You don't even know the degree of forensic analysis. Maybe it's phone forensic. Maybe it's this. You don't even know. So it's going to be wrong at this stage to start, making people to be scared, to be paranoid, to be agitated. All wrong. It be Tatiman that case here. Because it's important for somebody like me to be able to say, we need to calm down. Normally on a good day, I have been through so many things in the course of this case.
Mr. Yomi, you are not sharing content, so you are not repeating it, okay? And that is why it's only God that know how much you've been appreciated by people, not only me. And Tori, you are here. That's why I'm saying this. I even said it in Olorebi's platform yesterday. Sherry, the way you explain the duty of each department and what they're supposed to do, automatically corruption could reduce, because I want to go, and the way you warn them of the enmity to le ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọn ò bá ṣe ohun tó yẹ kán ṣe táwọn èèyàn bá dáhùn tí ó yẹ kán dà síta, it's a good warning. Tí anybody tó bá nílàákàyè tó wà ní ìjọba àtàwọn tí ò sí ìjọba tí wọ́n máa pera wọn pé tí wàhálà bá ṣẹlẹ̀ apá anybody ò ní ká, look at the answers. Almost go out of hand. Okay, and can you run one here by one by maybe
my brother, with this Mohbad case, it is not well managed. NSAS, child's play.
Exactly.
Dress rehearsal and NSAS. If this Mohbad case is not well managed, if justice is not served, I am telling you on my honor, him totally making get at this stage. People are just silent, they are quiet. But we need to give it, whether we like it or not, whether it is early, whether it is late, we need to give it to the government. That at least at this stage, they are coming up to say, we want to deliver justice. The Ministry of Justice are there to support the government of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to ensure that Nigerians in Lagos State, they get justice. That is why it's called Ministry of Justice. And that is what they want to do. And that is why I'm not going to be friends with anybody that wants to deliver anti-justice for Mohbad. Like I said, justice. But you cannot categorically say the government doesn't want to, they want to ruin or they want to destroy Lagos State if eventually they are doing the right thing. If they want to do the wrong thing, we cannot just start preempting that they want to do the wrong thing. Omoti Shalaye, which is very simple. You cannot get angry now that the government, the Commissioner of Justice came out and said, I am the Attorney General, the #1 law officer. And it is my department, my ministry, that will profile charges against whoever we think has a case to answer. If the reports or the autopsy they received lately, it doesn't have to go to the coroner court. And I have said it clearly. If he did that, if there is no need for coroner inquest court. They will just go and do the postmortem that they want to do. The police would have, they would have taken it back. The Ministry of Justice would have gotten it and add it to the investigation of police. And
that is it, Mr. Yomi. I want to work below coroner inquest. One more of a package. So
that is why we should be thankful to all of
you. Case it won't share one set up inquest judgment straight away.
That
so
is
they
why
know what they are doing.
That is why people like you who know the meaning of who you are, you know the meaning of your citizenship, you know what the government needs to do to support the people when they want to ask for justice. You all stood your ground. You people maintained it. Every day people come to talk about justice for Mohbad. Whether it is online or offline, it's quite unfortunate. Fine. After protest Okoye, people were not taking the case to the right quarters. I get what I'm saying. And even that we took it to the right quarters, it almost cost me my life. Lara, I want you to justice for Mohbad. Even that we took it to the right quarters, even me go what to get even me were not okay, look at it now. You are blaming the government. When in these same people that were fighting for the same thing, thought they accused me for a crime that something that I didn't do. And they are antagonizing me, they're asking for one until your court here, don't ẹni tó ń sọ lédè tó ń sọ lédè ẹ̀ náà tó ń pè ní nǹkan tí ó jẹ́. You do understand? How much will anybody, if somebody wants to engage me in this kind of job, talk about it, maybe 20, 30 million, like, Mr. Yomi, go and do this for us. I will tell you, if you want me to do this for you, I need to prosecute. You want me to go and look for facts for you? Can you risk a life for me? Only can I will be too, I can carry Kulo, I can call up Palo. But because I chose to stand and put my life on the line, in that to this stage, you go on better, I appreciate it. The same people begin to condemn me. So if you can be doing it to yourselves, how much more the people that you don't see? So we need to amala to farabalẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan la máa wò pé irọ́ wà ńbẹ̀, irọ́ ò sí ńbẹ̀. Ojú lásán òṣìṣẹ́ wèrè then my brother. Wọ́n ní ọkùnrin tó ń sun rárá fọkùnrin ẹgbẹ́ akọ̀ṣẹ́ òun ló ṣe Mohbad tó mi lọ́jọ́ orí. I am saying, ó ti kú ó ti fi kú ṣàgbà wa but à ń dìde à ń jà fún. What is the guarantee tó bá yẹ pọ̀ tá mi lókùn Mohbad máa ṣe tẹ́mi ṣe? How will you feel? Kí Mohbad kó wá jẹ́ pé mi mo kú kó máa jaru jà fún mi kó wá dé stage kan kó máa ràn lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú owó kó wá dé stage kan máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bú pé owó yẹn ló wá kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí condemn ẹ̀ báwo làwọn yóò ṣe ní gba ègún? Picture it, because I don't know what they think would have propelled me. Nobody paid me. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you look at it, I'm always in between I'm every day.
Yeah, that's the frustration to one case.
People are going to parties.
Back six steps. It's frustrating.
I have me rub me so you buy looking to pass or no all law a month plus. The reason it was because he told you what you saw the time let's say. In this same justice for Mohbad, how much more I want to get by won't believe where they are fight. But you just have to understand that these things, people will come up with some conspiracy and you need dirty or ulterior motives. So we need to calm down. You need to know how the law operates so that you will not frustrate the effort of the government because government, you know. Because the government is very dancing over share tell the government until they prove to us. And that is why I'm going to say I am not the friend of the government now. I am only appreciating the government. I will be the government in Mohbad's case if they deliver justice. I will not be the government and be. And they know the implication of Moshi Wambi. Because what you want me I am saying it because that is the sacrifice we need to put up when we are fighting for justice, not division, not condemn this because who knows? Because I don't know what to share now. But sorry, no, because I don't know share. Because I don't evidence to share nobody. I can't do 2 plus 2 body. But cocoa of the matter is that it is understandable that something went into Mohbad's body. Shaking here is secondary to what happened to him before or not. There is opportunity and there is likelihood that might be distance to but it is still the police investigation and autopsy report Ministry of Justice theory pathology to get government official what he explaining result here. This is a chemical substance, a poison that was found, and this is a poison that took his life. I am saying this is the poison that took his life, and this poison it is called so and so. Ejo, ṣé yẹn ní ṣe pẹ̀lú pé ó bá yàn jà mọ́? Ìyẹn ò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú tó bá yàn jà. So ọlọ́pàá nínú ìwádìí ọlọ́pàá ẹni tó bá lóhùn dáná fún Mohbad ẹni tó bá lóhùn wà nulẹ̀ àwọn wo ló ní opportunity ohun tí wọ́n ṣe fún yìí was it through food or through intravenous? Bóyá ogun lábẹ́rẹ́ tó bá ọlọ́pàá wa gbogbo statement àwọn èèyàn nínú same house ẹ̀yin mélòó lẹ ní access láti àwọn ológun lábẹ́rẹ́ àbí tó lè inject ẹ̀ ta ló tó bá yẹ kó ń jẹ ni kíní yẹn fi wọlé sí lára. It is that report nobody knows and you cannot tell the government to be coming to tell you the báyìí la ṣe even kíní tẹ wà gan corona inquest tẹ wà. It's not the corona inquest that ordered autopsy to go and be done. It is the government that went to do it. And then if they invite them, come and tell us what is the autopsy saying. People are making it look like it is the coroner inquest court that ordered that they should go and do autopsy. Don't misinform our young people. The government are doing it on their own. If they now call them to come and testify, the coroner inquest, they will come. But
even Mr. Yomi
is the Ministry of Justice to prosecute the case.
Yeah.
What they can charge and they start immediately.
Even the initial report from the police, nígbà tí wọ́n lọ sílé wọn náà wọ́n rí 5 syringes, okay, but mẹ́ta ni nọ́ọ̀sì lò, ta ló lo méjì yòókù, kí náà lò fún. These are the things that you don't need to be to decide.
In between what they want be, call your boss me, call Pamisi be. I will continue to say my own. Is not responsible for the blood to Mohbad. The reason why majority are still confused is báwo lè gẹ́ṣe pọ̀ tó yìí, including Baba Mohbad and everybody. Wọ́n bá yẹ kó ìgbún bàbá yìí wọ́n ṣá. Báwo lè gẹ́ṣe pọ̀ tó yìí, wọ́n bí lè pé nǹkan ló ṣẹlẹ̀. And èmi ti sọ tèmi ibi tó ti lè wá mi ìmọ̀rúkọ nǹkan tó lò. But the only way things like that likely to happen is if the person is being poisoned. Ó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń pọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀. At the end of the day, it messed everywhere up. Ta ló wá fún, kí ló fún, and they ordered for postmortem. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti lọ ṣe ẹ̀jẹ̀ kó gbé jáde. Don't jump the gun and don't frustrate the government at this stage. I'm not holding brief for the government, but we have to understand that it's our society. Tọ́ba fọ́ ara wọn show pé let's go the other way. Then, if àwọn tó believe pé àwọn ní kankan lọ́wọ́, tó fẹ́ prove pé this government is but èmi ti yọ ọwọ́ tèmi kúrò. I am saying, èmi ti yọ ọwọ́ tèmi kúrò pé I will not hurt my state, I will not hurt but I know certainly that if the stomping is not well managed, ayé dẹ̀ ń gbọ́, international community are hearing. I am saying, tí ọba manage that if anything should filter, tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé bàbá yẹn tó bá filter jáde, anything my brother, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká rí wàhálà. The best thing tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe, àwọn tó mọ̀ ìjọba wọ́n ti rí ní tó fẹ́ rí, ẹ jẹ́ kó parí iṣẹ́ wọn. Kó accuse ntẹ rí lọ́bẹ̀ tẹ́ fi wàrọ̀ owó, ntẹ rí lọ́bẹ̀ tẹ́ fi nǹkan báyìí, tẹ́ ṣe nǹkan báyìí fẹ́ ni. Ẹ lọ sọ náà, ẹni tó rán yín tó bá lè sọ, tó bá ṣe wádìí débẹ̀, tó bá débẹ̀ ṣe débẹ̀ tó fẹ́ jẹ́ káwọn tó rán ẹni yẹn whatever, I don't know. I can't know more than what I know. But I know the law and justice know and can catch up with people. So, Rabbit, are you there? Rabbit, are you there? Rabbit to Simbe. If you want to come up, please tell me. Then bring your rabbit down.
You see, the minister for a commissioner for justice and whatever, the Attorney General tó sọ tí ó tún fi èmi as a person lọ́kàn balẹ̀ díẹ̀ ni pé he made an assertion pé couple with our investigation táwọn ti ṣe àti fact tó ti wọlé, so ó imply pé like the issue of the CCTV you emphasized on probably wọ́n ti lọ sí díẹ̀, okay, so tí wọ́n bá ti rí gbogbo yẹn that's fine, then we now wait for them.
They might have seen it and they might not want to touch on it because
exactly.
I'm about to touch on CCTV. People can be very funny.
And that's the danger in it.
Well, I like the CCTV more. I am saying, let's take for instance, if I have it, I won't throw it out because I know what can happen. I am saying, because my training every day will go back. I am saying, it's easy to make name when you take unnecessary risk with the lives and the rights of other people. You make name quickly. That's the way some bloggers are doing. No proof, nothing. When people saw that, okay, people were helping me with money, more than investigation, won't deliver no. People believed it and they started messing up my name. Because that is how some people are raised. What's your tone here? So they don't even look at the fact that most of the things standing in shape. Honest in their honesty, they will start to look at it. Oh, I want to call Confutele, who caught you in the bank. Abi break the silence. They forgot that it is what they are giving is what you are using. Suddenly they still use the same thing to want to bring you down.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's how terrible, how affected people are. It's not so okay. It's not going to work well.
Yes.
ẹ kúrò lẹ sá o
I call it down here.
báwo ni iṣẹ́ wa pàṣà
Okay, Mr. Mansuru, let's have you.
àwọn ọmọ yín náà ní láti Libya o
Biodun, what is this? Mr. Balogun, Mr. Mike.
hello sir
Go ahead, please. What's your contribution?
mo ní àwọn ọmọ yín láti Libya náà ni mo ní kínkín ní pé ẹ kò ṣẹ́
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
àwọn ọmọ tí yín náà rà láàánú lágbára Ọlọ́run
Amio.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń jà fọmọ ọlọ́mọ Ọlọ́run á jà fún àwọn ọmọ títa yín náà lẹ́ni country any European country tó bá lọ lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Amio.
Brothers, we still love you. Love yín wà ń bẹ̀. Kò sí bó ṣe lè borúkọ yín jẹ́ tó àwọn fans yín wà ń bẹ̀ ṣe ti gbọ́.
The only mistake I made was, like, I need to be honest with you guys. It's always painful that I go back to this because because I trusted too much. You know, because on mutin ṣe nǹkan mi láti jọjọ́ yìí. Wọ́n bá tèmi gẹ́gẹ́dẹ́ mi. But ojú àánú náà mo kọ̀ wípé you don't have to start looking for excuses. You don't have to make your bank account the reason why you want to go into fighting for justice or not. Tó bá ti ń ro gbọ́ àwọn ọkọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ò ní ṣe ọkàn. Ayọ̀sí tó bá ń ro pé olórúkọ you are famous. Ó ti mọ̀ pé ẹni tó ṣèkà náà wọ́n á fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lórúkọ jẹ́ because wọ́n bá rí pé wọ́n ló ń tọ́ pínpín. They will find a way. They've set a lot of people as trapped towards me. Mo mọ̀ pé àwọn mi trap ni wọ́n mo dẹ̀ bá wọn ṣe lọ. As in, but the fact remains that Nigerian young people need to understand the meaning of this kind of advocacy. This, I want me to sambe they are only looking at the people they want to deal with, like deal with.
Ó ní sísítà kan ó ní sísítà kan tó ń wá ti fíìmù mi fẹ́ dárúkọ wọn ṣó ti yé yín sà ìgbà tí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ọmọ bó ṣe lè fa wàhálà yẹn o ọmọ bó ṣe lè bá ẹni yẹn tá tán ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè bá ẹni yẹn tá tán ṣó ti yé yín sà bọ̀ ìgbà tó di orí tí Mohbad ń sìn wọ́n yọwọ́ wọ́n yọ ẹsẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ kó máa lọ báyẹn.
Ẹni tó bá yọwọ́ náà tó bá rí pé ọwọ́ táwọn èèyàn ń gbé because you're not going to blame her. Èmi ò lè blame her fully. No, we're not that very good friends, but èmi máa ń sọ tọrọ. My brother, kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ rí gbogbo àwọn ọwọ́ táwọn èèyàn gbé in recent time. Tí o ní wo báyìí pé can you imagine? Are you with me?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni Samuwa pẹ̀lú nsà.
Ẹni tí mi ti expect ẹlòmíì tó yẹ pé ìṣòro tó wà lọ́rùn ẹ̀gán Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó yìí lè bọ́ ń bẹ̀. Òun náà tún wò pé kóun tún bring ẹni tó ti wà wájú òun fẹ́ bring it down pẹ̀lú sọkúsọ jábàjábà. Because when you look at it, whatever the case may be, Ọlọ́run máa fi àtìgé àti wá síbi tó nira.
Allahumma amin.
Ohun tí à ń ṣe fúnra wa yìí kò sí guarantee pé ẹni tá à ń ṣe fún lè ṣe padà fún wa. But it's not an excuse for us not to do it. Because meant to ṣe fáwa, somebody else will do it. If we are not taking this stance, kò ṣe pé anybody so salary for anybody. Kò sí anybody tó sọ pé ó promise pé Yomi Fabayi if you come into this case to máa tó kò tiẹ̀ kọ̀ dá sí lásán mo ready láti kọ́kọ́ send the £10,000 here. Kò sẹ́ni tó sọ náà ká má sọ pé nǹkan tó motivate yàn wá nìyẹn kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó sọ pé tó bá ṣe omi báyìí lọ́ ti ń há owó mi ò gbọ́ rí mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ bóyá mi ì tiẹ̀ gbọ́ nǹkan pa ẹ̀. I just put my life on the line, put my career on the line, and what myself and other people have done pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ti ọlọ́pàá ti mú is beyond money. Àwọn kan mọ̀ àti pé wàá rò kó tó sọ jáde pé ṣé ò ní padà máa gbègún sórí ara ẹ̀ tó bá ṣe báyìí. You have to process ẹ̀yẹ máa ń kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ because in mindset ẹlòmíì gangan ló máa ń jẹ́ kí ìṣòro àwọn àti ìdààmú ayérayé kó bá tó bá jẹ́ Ọlọ́run ló pè mí kí wá ṣe tí mò ń ṣe tó dẹ̀ jókòó síbì kan nítorí onílé two platform advantage kan and you want to bring me down for no reason. Even kó tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ pé mo tẹ̀ wá èèyàn wá pè mí káàkiri o mò ń gá ṣé mi tí mo tẹ̀ bá tẹ̀ wá ń gádà owó ọtí mo wọ́n fún mi kan tí n bá débi tọ́yàn kan sọ pé kí o Mr. Yomi kí tó lè fi CCTV lẹ́ o máa gba $2 million èlò ló wà lẹ́ báyìí. Èmi tí mò ń ṣe nǹkan lọ mo mọ̀ pé I need money. Èmi tí mò ń ṣe nǹkan lọ mo mọ̀ pé máa sùn tẹ́lẹ̀. Èmi tí mò ń ṣe nǹkan gbogbo yẹn ó ṣì ń bá ogun yẹn lọ and people they switched on you wọ́n tètè rí pé àwọn tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ kíní ni tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀. Are you get what I'm saying? Pẹ̀lú social media whatever tá à ń ṣe nìyẹn and that is how you frustrate the government. Tó bá yẹ pé government in a minute, do you think I won't be frustrated? I'll be like, what is the basis for this? Just the way this one ẹ̀ ń sọ ni pé eléyìí tí àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbé jáde, there is no way there is no basis for what they want to bring out. Kí ló fẹ́ mú jáde eléyìí ò dá kí ni kò tí ì sí basis fún, because you are not the government and you call it an investigation. If tó bá jẹ́ pé jẹta tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ni wọ́n rí nǹkan kan tó máa jẹ́ kí wọ́n wò pé àti rí ohun tí à ń wá láti jọ ọjọ́ yìí, wọn ò ní di corona inquest mọ́, police ti ṣe kí wọ́n máa hàdí ẹ̀ mọ́, because ministry tó yẹ kó ṣe ìwádìí àbí kó receive evidence tó bá ti gba anyone tó bá hàdí ẹ̀ mọ́, they will go to court. The reason why they have not charged anybody to court láti jọ ẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣì ń ṣe àwọn ò tí ì lè sọ pé nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ ẹni báyìí làwọn fẹ́ gbámú àbẹ́ni báyìí ló ṣe, and the moment they have it, because Nigerians, all of us, Dake, we're all persistent. We're doing what we can. Where we need to spend our money, we spend our money. Where we need to dedicate our time. Kéèyàn tó lè fi iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe lẹ̀. Kó bá tẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ṣe kó lọ jókòó síbi kan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Wípé àní mo fẹ́ wá àwọn kan tí màá mú jáde ń bì that I'm going to use in supporting the police. At the end of the day, what are you going to say? The government will look at it and say, these people that can leave their home, comfort zone, to be doing this, it means that they want something. And what they want is legit under the law. How will a Ministry of Justice say we don't want to give justice to Mohbad when there is clear-cut evidence that justice can be served or must be served? It's not going to add up. It's like that ministry wants to destroy the government of someone. So at the end of the day, they are not for that. So Nigeria, particularly on social media, don't sit in those corners whereby they will just cook up something. It's okay to be, agitated, to be anxious. But am I not they don't know the truth about something. They just pick up allegation and they don't care who the person is, what the person has brought to the table. They just want to destroy immediately. So if you do that to the same thing to this new lead, am I wrong?
Yes,
if the police themselves, they are waiting for the DPP's advice. Police cannot even know who is going to be charged, what offense, and what did they see. And at the end of the day, anything might have gotten into the hand of the Ministry of Justice, Attorney General, who is to prosecute this case. The person that wants to prosecute this case is the Attorney General on behalf of Lagos State Government. So if they have gotten any additional evidence that will make them, you should be joyous. Don't think that, they were not doing anything before. No. Whatever it is that prepared them to do it, please let us stick by it and wait. It is safe to wait. Every time we only the like him, I get what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
They could come up with something and say, no, go bet shele. I am saying, but we have to wait. Anybody that claims they know what will come up now, the person just want to overeat the policy and just mislead you. You cannot know what they received in recent time. You don't know who they are going to be charging, who has committed a crime, who is not committing. You don't know if they are even trying to ambush us. You don't know whether they are trying to test. Let's wait now. Maybe they are trying to. Do you understand? So Emma preempts. Let's wait, and we'll be looking. When they give it out, then we can start reacting like, social charges. In committee, expect it gone. Tọ́lọ́pàá ti mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tó ń sọ fún yín ọ̀tọ̀ ti mú téèyàn kan ti mú lọ mo yàn kan tẹ̀ ti lọ confess fún wọn. I saw the video of a guy Tony, I don't know if you all saw it on TikTok Tony, ó dàbí pé gbogbo yín ẹ̀ ṣe kíní kan gbogbo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé Mohbad fídíò yẹn òun máa gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde in the next I don't know if you saw it.
Mori bàbá ẹ̀.
You might think the guy is blabbing. He might have it truly. and he might have go and submit it to the police or the Ministry of Justice. And if the prosecutor gets the hands on it and say, wow, this is now joy, then they cannot drop their charges and say, okay, we hereby before lopa, oh yeah, and to buy telephone bill. So she wants mark register, hold this person down. And bye, he asks us to answer. And then they will release it to the public. Emma do the next week now. Every time I kajade that you lagbaja according to this and this and this, you have a case to answer. You are lagbaja.
Ẹ sà ṣe mọ̀ pé ọmọ yẹn ó kọ lẹ́tà sí àwọn ọlọ́pàá ó dẹ̀ lórúkọ àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ a dẹ̀ tún rí fídíò bí àwọn Naira Marley Sam Larry bó ṣe ń disturb ọmọ yẹn even gan ní show a rí gbogbo fídíò yẹn sà o.
Okay, you know what? Don't get it mixed up. Because what we are investigating now is the case of if the police feels a crime has been committed by harassing him, I keep saying yes, they can charge them based on that. But you don't know what they have, so you need to wait. Emma saw the income on social media because nowhere, I don't know whether police has anything, no. But don't base it on what you saw on social media to determine that this one must be brought to book, this one must be brought to book. No. If you based it on the videos that we saw and testimony or Mohbad was accusing Naira Marley. But there is another video where Mohbad was also saying, are you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't forget that there is another video where Baba Mohbad was saying, okay, I was there to go and beg. Don't forget also that if it is similarity to Lobaye, I can only anybody it's not about your crime. Because maybe there is a longer one, similarity no Mohbad, but hit here. What he has done in that video, the DPP will tell you if a crime has been committed. So Emma overeat politics. Don't make the government look like they have no reason. Let me be honest with you. The government, they have no reason to cover up crime. It is counterproductive for any government to do that. The people and the youth can stage and say we want to stage violence if they realize that the government is trying to cover it up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And that one, I am willing to lead that kind of a protest. You cannot do that with the tool of government or government. You want to, do that. No, it's not acceptable. Do you understand? Hold on, guys.
Yes, sir.
So it's very important for us to calm down. Maintain your support, your love for justice for Mohbad, and let's maintain it because we're just starting off. Thank you. Do you understand? We're just starting off. So please and please. Next person, please.
I call it, sir. Yes, sir. Akushe Ọlá máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́, sir.
Àmín.
Jerry, ẹ ti try gan.
Hold on.
Mi lọ́wọ́.
I'm with you.
Ọlọ́run túbọ̀ máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́, sir. Jerry, one thing I observe is that on the social media, when you are trying to move closer to, when you are trying to move or you are already closer to getting a good result, the narrative on the social media and bring out something not reasonable from what is on ground and start escalating it to divert people's attention from knowing the truth. Because if you should look at what has been happening from day one of this issue, like what Mr. Mosuru Soleko Kotoku òun gbé wá just to cover up a lot of things, and mo dey feel pé maybe one buy heart àwọn this person is my fans, or how should I put it, is my favourite, so mo gbọ́dọ̀ tó ẹni tí tó bá ti sọ ni mo gbọ́dọ̀ máa tẹ̀lé. Wọ́n ti gbàgbé pé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́nìkan ó sì lè padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́lòmíì. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́ni yẹn ó sì lè padà ṣẹlẹ̀, because ẹlòmíì àwọn máa fi pé fine àwọn ẹni yìí wọ́n fight for justice fún kínní ni, but ẹlòmíì fi ń cash out ni, ẹlòmíì wọ́n kàn fi ń cash out. So mo gbàdúrà Ọlọ́run ràn yín lọ́wọ́ o, níbi tẹ́ bá dé yìí kò ní sú yín kò ní rẹ̀ yín, nítorí èmi máa ní láti, in fact kò sígbà tí mi ò kí ń fẹ́ wo, mi ò kí tẹ́ bá ti gbẹ wà láì bá ìmọ̀ sáré wá láti gbọ́ one or two things, because not everybody who is paying you, nobody is paying you, nobody is giving you anything. But ẹ wo ìgbà tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n kàn change all the narrative nísìnyí wọ́n tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ níbi tẹ́ bá investigation dé nísìnyí wọ́n tún gbé another story jáde.
You know, because my brother, this is social media. Check what me. You know, you might not know who is typing. You don't know the identity of who is typing, and it's tricky. You know, King cares about Dokuma Kibi Otutu. I have to just fight it through, because I've come on social media to do this advocacy. What you want here? Though the only difference is that while I am talking on social media, I didn't base it on talking alone. I am going to the right places to demand, question, and to draw the right attention. Puts me as a person of interest, and my life is being threatened. But of course, I understand the drill. So money, supernatural power kan. I know they will come at some point, because if people can come for me on social media, why would they come for me offline? So that I'm able to be alive now. But now be taking to because it's a positive sign that whoever is trying to obstruct it, they should understand. I was appealing to our even before they drew it, I will repeat it again, that we want to start this second phase. Important is people know what it means, and they know the power behind these things. Because only the society of Ìṣẹ̀dálù in Nigeria ó fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn máa gba justice, ó fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn máa sòtọ́. So tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tó bá fi kò sí bí ìlú ṣe lè tóbi tó apá ọ̀rọ̀ máa ka, tá bá ṣe ń wá right tó tátà ṣe gbọ́ ẹ̀ kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí káwọn àwọn èèyàn lè come together ni kọ́ máa ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn 2 weeks tó bá fi parí kéèsì. Ẹ rí pé ọmọ ẹ̀wọ̀n tó bá ti jábọ̀ ti pẹ́, èyí tó bá ẹlòmíràn kọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ bóyá ó kọ́ lè lọ gbá president létí gbò torí pé akọ pé òun torí pé ó ń block justice kí mo bá rí justice kò ní mọ̀ gbà tó mọ̀ gbá president létí, kò ní mọ̀ gbà tó mọ̀ ẹ máa lọ ṣe kí ni tó mọ̀ ẹ máa lọ tẹ̀sí àgẹ̀rẹ̀, because at the end of the day n táwọn kìíní ẹ̀ máa rí ni pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ èèyàn ẹ̀mí èèyàn kan ti wà involve, ẹni yẹn ti dabara méjì. The moment they make that prayer ó máa gbé onítọ̀hún yẹn they will go straight and say whoever is blocking it kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dé ní àkọ́tì, and things will work, because àdúrà ni is prayer. Only people, they only deceive you that is not prayer. Tó bá lọ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn jáde wọ́n fẹ́ ṣí ọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ní awo egúngún lóbìnrin lè ṣe, awo gẹ̀lẹ̀dẹ̀ lóbìnrin, bóbìnrin fojú dòrò ọ̀rọ̀ á gbé, àfitẹ́ni yóò bá gbanú obìnrin jáde. If you are involved, you will feel it kọ́ máa ṣí ẹ́. Tẹ́mi ò bá lọ sí tó bá affect ọmọ ẹ wà á ṣìṣe débi pé wọ́n kí ni mo ti pàdé àgbákò bí ìfẹ́ mọ bó ṣe lágbára tó, àfi tó bá yẹ pé ó lọ́wọ́ sí nǹkan yẹn. àtẹ́wẹ́ pé oh try láti block justice fún ẹni yẹn that is when it will not tó bá jẹ́ àwọn tó ní tẹ́gbẹ́ ìdílé wọn ń ṣe orò gidi o ẹni tó bá mọ̀ tó bá ṣe it's going to work well and that is where we need to go and that is what we need to do we will do it right and bá ṣe ń ṣe yẹn spirituality controls the physical amatiwere wọ́n ti sa pirigidi níbi tí wọ́n wà mí nítorí ti kóbò mi mí ọlọ́run ni ò gbẹ̀mí mi but èèyàn sì ń dúró èmi náà ń gbàdúrà mi ò ọlọ́dẹ bá mi ṣe ọdún mi kàlà àwọn fi ṣe fún mi ṣé mi tí mi ò róbìnrin tí máa sún wọ́n bì àdúrà tí mo yá ń gbà mo yá ń fi ṣan sí tí máa jí lóru àdúrà ni tí mo yá mo gbé àwọ̀ ọlọ́run àwọn afáà ń tráyè àwọn pásítọ̀ ń tráyè torí tó bá ti wà holy báyìí ó máa ń jẹ́ kádúrà àtúgbà dáadọ́ sí mi pé kẹ́yìn èèyàn náà máa tún máa support pẹ̀lú àdúrà o mi ò ṣáà béèrè owó àdúrà mo ní kẹ́ fún mi ẹ bá máa fàdúrà sí because a máa máa jọ wà ń kóòtù ni àjọba máa wà ń kóòtù yẹn gbogbo tí ń jẹ́ tọ́lọ́run èmi mo fẹ́ rí ẹni tó ṣe eléyìí kan sọ wípé you are hereby found guilty and you are sentenced to jurujara of jurujara tí n fẹ́ fi tí mi gbọ́ nìyẹn tí n bá ti rí yẹn ó ti tó èmi ò lè kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ju sáyé nu wa but the little time we want to spend on earth we should ensure that we use our time we use our voice we use our everything to fight for what is right. Àwọn tá à ń fi sí ìjọba those people who vote into government they are not there because we want to be putting money in their pocket for salary they are there to say all of us cannot be fighting for justice in the state together entrust us with the commonwealth of you people and if it is justice we will deliver because gbogbo àwọn táwọn sọ̀rọ̀ yìí sì kò sí tó lè kọ advice lọ sí court steady but now it is still the DPP that will write even ọlọ́pàá go lè kọ kò tí lè sọ pé ní báyìí lọ́ máa charge for a particular crime. It is the DPP that would advise. People must know the role of the DPP. Ọlọ́pàá ti duplicate lọ ibi tó máa ọmọ stop síbẹ̀ yẹn until the DPP send pé gbogbo ìwádìí tẹ ṣe document tẹ gbé wáyé in this particular crime. Kò ṣe gbogbo crime o àwọn crime kan wà ọlọ́pàá máa lọ sí court straight ni wọ́n máa charge síbẹ̀ but if it is this particular crime in the state the police will do the investigation. Wọ́n lè gbẹ́ni yẹn lọ sí court magistrate court tó bá ti gbé lọ magistrate court wọ́n á lọ remand ọkọ fẹ́ ni yẹn ń bail wọ́n wá duplicate case file sí DPP àwọn expert yẹn ni wọ́n máa wo gbogbo evidence tí wọ́n gbé wá to now help the police to say ohun tá a fẹ́ ṣe fún yín ni pé ẹni tẹ́ máa charge sí court lélẹ̀ tẹ́ máa charge sí court lélẹ̀ ẹni tó ní case láti answer lélẹ̀ so ẹ má yẹ ká preempt ẹ má yẹ ká ṣáájú ẹlẹ́dẹ́pẹ̀dẹ́ ẹ má yẹ ká condemn ìjọba because ó tún léwu báyìí. We will fight the government if they try to deceive us. If they don't try to give justice. But now that they are doing the right thing and they say, oh, Mohbad will get justice. The Commissioner of Justice said it explicitly. He said, I understand the delay, I understand the agitation of people, but trust me, he will get justice. And there is likelihood that even pàápàá gan ojúlówó because gbogbo nǹkan tó ń wà nù kése ni pé tí n tó gbẹ̀mí Mohbad if what took his life is found in his body if it is clear to them that something different from all the injections tí nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn fún òun ló padà gbẹ̀mí ẹ̀ because I can tell you on my honour àpàtẹ́ ìrìlọ́ Mohbad yẹn kọ́ ló kọ́ sí gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó wà nílé yẹn ohun tó fà á. The government, the police, they would help us to bring it out when the trial starts. Gbogbo wọn tó dẹ̀ wá ń tọ́ mi mọ̀ bóyá new person kan fẹ́ gbé wá o mi mọ̀ bóyá àwọn tó ti arrest tẹ́lẹ̀ ni mo mọ̀ pé wọn ò lè sá lọ because I know part of the conditions given to them is that they must not leave Nigeria and we have to give kudos to the police on that respect. Don't think that they are not observing them. Wọ́n ti fún wọn ní condition pé bẹ́ẹ̀lì ta fún yín kéèsì tó wà nílẹ̀ don't travel outside Nigeria if you try it. Don't travel outside Nigeria. Want to phone any condition to bá ti wà lẹ̀ so whether the nurse ẹ̀rí sójú ẹ̀rí o gbogbo wọn ṣe aside ni ọpẹ́ táwọn máa dúró ni pé the coroner inquest that probably would have delayed us for too long Ọlọ́run ti bá wa yanjú yẹn kúrò tí trial bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo ìwádìí tí coroner fẹ́ gbé jáde tó fẹ́ advice DPP ti rí ohun tó ń wá they've seen every reason like I'm saying why they should he might have applied for his passport based on health grounds or whatever. You might not know. I don't know about that, but you might have, But whatever the case may be, at least now that they've seen reason, hello, if you have a case to answer, they would inform the police, please bring so person in and detain us. So for now, Monty ìjọba máa gbé jáde ta ló ní case láti answer. So it is when they write the advice, they will copy the police and say, from the case file, the people tariponi case láti answer, and these are the evidence that we have. Please present all this person down for us, and then tomorrow level of court. And láti gbé wá sí court fún ìjọba láti try on it all. And that is the stage we are now. We are going to court. Because immediately after the DPP's advice and the charges are out, 24 hours ago, they will start picking them. So next week, to promise why, let us wait. Please, Nigerian youths, Nigerian justice fighter, TikTokers, bloggers, do not preempt. Everybody have sacrificed. Everybody have toiled. Everybody have need depression. I know there is a woman in America, she was crying. Anytime she will be crying. A lot of people, they cannot even sleep. They want to go from one platform to another to hear if there's any news, anything, because it is crucial. But please let us avoid unnecessary conspiracy theories that will frustrate the effort. And immediately the court starts, it's possible the judge will warn that nobody should talk about the matter again. Please adhere to that. It's very important. You won't be able to get justice in that one. No. If the judge says, now everybody has been saying this and that, now that the case and the trial truly starts, please do not say anything again. I don't want to hear anything. Everybody, whatever you want to say, calm down until I give my judgment. So we would have to calm down. But before Koto the case Tabashiri DPP advice. Tatira won ti won fi ẹ̀sùn kan, ẹ̀sùn wo ló fi kàn wọ́n, charges wo ló gbé fún wọn. Ìgbà yẹn la máa mọ̀ bóyá Koto the court bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká tẹ̀ sáré fàjà. Àṣírí tèmi kan wà fún òun ni mo sọ pé Ọlọ́run tó sọ pé make sure pé wọ́n lé mi pa Naija tó tún wá jẹ́ kí n rí orí ọ̀fẹ́ àti débì. Ó ní ohun tó fẹ́ ṣe, tó fẹ́ mú jáde ńbẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe ogun kékeré. But we have to wait. Tó bá lọ in tandem, tá rí pé wọ́n rí nǹkan tó tọ́ tí ó sì wá then we all can say yes, we are all on the same page. So please do not let's create unnecessary confusion. Biodu, are you there? Fola Shade, if I take questions, I can be able to respond to them. Welcome out of Joby and Dogun Labere. So, Expander, Foley 160, are you there? If you want to come up, send a request so I can take you up. Because you're buying your berry. If you ask,
yeah.
Go ahead.
At the moment now, Moboya, the second autopsy, Boyo ti jáde or kò ti jáde.
Second
so
one.
we're not told. Tí àwọn ẹlẹ́gùn àwọn bàbá Mohbad tán ṣe fún tí family ṣe fún ara wọn.
You see, you're not getting it. That the fact that the family went to do does not mean it will be accepted. I don't know who are telling you that. Toba lo ṣe autopsy. Toba go abe. Toba argue the judge. Toba wò pé nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe kò fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ sínú ẹ̀ kò. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ pé tí wọ́n yẹn ẹ̀ ń doubt ẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ mẹ́kọ́. They might throw it away. But into what important is see one thing, the government said our làwa ń ṣe ìwádìí, a dẹ̀ ti lọ ṣe forensic and toxicology, and now we have gotten the ones at the final one. Tó máa jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn báyìí ó ní kéèsì láti answer. Tó bá jẹ́ pé kò sí kéèsì, let me explain to you. Tó bá jẹ́ pé kò sẹ́ni tó commit anything, ìjọ yẹn náà lè máa mọ̀ tó bá release pé nínú kéèsì táwọn wò yẹn o, toxicology táwọn wò tí mọ̀ tó bá ṣe jáde ń táwọn rí o, kò sí ìkọ̀kọ̀ lára Mohbad o, ikú Ọlọ́run ló kú o, àti mọ̀ bóyá àwọn tó fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn. It is when we hear that we can start reacting. But with
Okay.
the way they were saying it, okay, wait. Do you understand now, Expander? It is when
Yeah,
they
I
now
understand.
receive àwọn ló ń ṣe ìwádìí, àwọn ni wọ́n fún ara wọn gbé sample lọ káàkiri.
ká dúró ká gbọ́ nǹkan tó máa gbé jáde.
What they are coming to say at the coroner inquest is to help the finding of the coroner inquest. Coroner inquest kọ́ ló ń gbéṣẹ́ kọ́ ló ń sọ àwọn kọ́ ló máa determine ẹni tó máa charge. Ohun tí coroner inquest bá get gan ní ìtàn ṣe yẹn, they must still send it to the DPP. DPP ṣe máa wò pókè ìtàn ṣe níwádìí tí ilé wá compare but they will now write charges. It is not the coroner inquest that will tell who should be charged. It's not a trial court. It will only also send their findings. Be through it all Thomas said the DPP. The only person that is accepted under the law to write charges and is the director of public prosecution under the Ministry of Justice.
Now let me ask this question, Mr. Yomi.
Please go ahead.
As it is now, Baba Mohbad legal teams, tí wọn náà bá ti ṣe whatever investigation on their own, ṣé àwọn náà lè submit ẹ fún DPP now?
Yes, they can, and if they want to wait to make to do jù ni pé if they would now wait tó bá di court, I am saying tó bá di trial court, tó bá di pé ohun tí ọba nu tọ̀rọ̀ tiwọn yẹn tó bá lọ pẹ̀lú tiwọn ìtí ìjọba làwọn ṣe rí sí wọn tí mò ń tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀, and the government is not duty bound to share with them. They will only do the investigation and write we are charging to the person. Tó bá lọ pẹ̀lú tiwọn ọkọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ máa ká tiwọn sápò ní pé ọ̀pẹ o gbọ́ orúkọ àná fẹ́. Second opinion ni. Do you understand? If it does not go with it, tó bá jẹ́ pé bóyá toxicology ti government tí wọ́n náà rí tó bá fi kọ charges àbí DPP advice wọ́n wá ní nínú bọ́ọ̀dì Mohbad o àwọn ò bá nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ o kò sí nǹkan kan tó gbẹ̀mí ẹ o, they can now go to court and challenge. I am saying, and they say that we have our own that says something was found in his body, and why are you saying you didn't find something? Do you understand?
Okay.
That is where they wanted to use the coroner inquest to achieve. But in case it's government in February, which of course, tell me, Ọlọ́run ti bá wa yanjú ẹ̀ ní ìfẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ jù, Ọlọ́run ti bá wa yanjú apá abẹ yẹn. Now that the government now says they've received a particular toxicology report and forensic, and they are now basing their advice on that. Let's wait. It's safe to wait and see if the result will say nothing was found in the body, nobody asked us to answer, or something was actually found, like I'm saying, and it asks us, it means I've said it categorically. That is what is even priceless. Because so what you before me to my so if I can tell you that something is in Mohbad was in Mohbad's body and it's still there, it's likely to happen. If we have to go by the blood, don't you daddy to one lane, you know, share there of one I get there, but I put your tissue by a and when you see the whole story, but we go delay. It's quite me very sorrow. I don't want to. So I'm being careful. I get what I'm saying. I'm being careful.
It's all right. That's fine.
It's safe to wait. My brother. Ni shelaso. Gbogbo ìyà tí gbogbo wa ń jẹ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. That is the way we should be standing by ourselves. So, and when we want to stand by ourselves and fight for justice, we would have to sacrifice, we would have to endure. People going out to protest and jókòó sílẹ̀ lẹ́wájú court and gbé placard kò ń ṣe child's play. Ẹ lè rò pé ẹni tó bá ń wò pé àwọn kékeré ẹni yẹn ò mọ life kò mọ tó ń pè ní crisis management ni. It is not that small of us there here. And I need to be honest with you. It is important that we wait. There is no way anybody can know. Do you understand?
Just give me a Jason and get yourself enough for that.
So, Falashade, are you there? Falashade, are you there?
Àbẹ́ iṣẹ́ mi lẹ́ ń sọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, mo rúkọ yín wọ́n.
Fọlá lèmi náà. Mi náà Fọláṣadé dì lọ yàtọ̀. Fọlá lèmi náà.
Falashade ni mo rí, kò gbé orúkọ yẹn tán, Falashade mo kọ rí. So the what do you have
Fọlá
to
lèmi.
do?
Ẹ ń fún Yomi, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gan-an lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn má bínú gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ọlọ́run lọ́jọ́ ìní abami ìní àti nítorí mo mọ̀ pé ó ń dùn ìgbọ̀n ó dẹ̀ dùn mí náà gan. But it is what it is àwa Yorùbá mo feel pé bá a ṣe kàn rí nílé. But nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ béèrè ni pé ní gbogbo eléyìí tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí sìn kí lẹ feel pé ó tún máa happen ṣé àgbáyé máa jẹ́ kó lẹ́gà kan máa lẹ́gò ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ tá máa fi everything lẹ́ẹ̀dẹ́ tó máa lọ investigation tẹ́ ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ti ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe máa put hold on it ni.
Kéèsì iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. Mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ mú kò tí yé yín. Wọ́n ti sọ the curtains.
No, ẹ̀yin lèmi sọ particularly ẹ̀yin.
Èmi wà nù kéèsì mi ò lè kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀. Káyọ̀ tí wàá wọ Nàìjíríà ó gbọ́dọ̀ make sense ni because mi gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ ṣé kò ń ṣe ambush. I am saying. I know what I'm saying. Mo sọ ṣé kò ń ṣe ambush. But if I have to be honest with you, this the government said, and with what is going on, they know some people have case to answer, and the trial is about to start. So until Abari DPP's advice here, òun ló máa determine mo ti repeat it. He's going to tell us who has a case to answer, and at this stage, what people don't understand is that it is not going to be about inviting anybody again. They are going to be arresting. Toba arrest it. Let me explain to you. Toba release DPP advice. Listen. Wọ́n sọ pé èèyàn báyìí wọ́n charge for charges 1, charges 2, okay, charges 10 yẹn bá need. Toba tẹ̀ tí wá lọ gbé onítọ̀hún. Ó di ìjọ́ tí wọ́n bá ti assign the same ministry náà ló máa assign case yẹn wọ́n máa gbé lọ sí court. Wọ́n máa assign ẹ̀ fún adájọ́. Court yẹn ni gbogbo wa máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ face. Àfẹ́wò kẹ́ni yẹn náà tó bá sọ pé òun jẹ̀bi ni o àbó tó bá jẹ́ pé nìyẹn evidence tó ti kójọ tó ti ní tó bá dé court tó bá dẹ̀ wọbẹ̀ tó bá sọ pé mo jẹ̀bi olúwa mi látàrí tí lọ́ọ̀yà bá sọ pé má ṣàgídí tó bá débẹ̀ o jẹ́ kó rí ẹ pé o n tó wà wájú ẹ ọ̀tọ̀ ni tó sọ fún mi orí nǹkan tó ti múlẹ̀ against ẹ o ṣàlàyé fún mi tó bá rí pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ mbẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sọ pé mo guilty ká dẹ̀ ẹjọ́ kejì ká fún wa ní date ká gba judgement kó lọ ká bẹ́ẹ̀ kó má pọ̀ tẹ́ni ẹ bá sọ pé no ń tẹ̀rí yẹn tẹ́ sọ pé òun ni òun kọ́ lòun ṣe o àwọn ti ní tó wà nílẹ̀ tó ti kó nílẹ̀ dé. That is where the prosecutor the DPP ló máa fire ẹ̀ òun ló máa fire ẹni ẹni court àníwọ̀ ló pa Mohbad sẹ́ this is what we have against you nígbà tá a lọ ṣe báyìí ó sọ báyìí nígbà báyìí èèyàn báyìí sọ pé ó ṣe báyìí a dẹ̀ rí test báyìí test yẹn ń tó wà lára ẹ̀ ọ̀nà tó lè fi wọnú bọ́dì Mohbad lélẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó lè gbé wọnú bọ́dì ẹ̀ kọjá wọ. Do you now understand now? Fola 2, 3, 4.
Mo wà pẹ̀lú yín sir.
So that is the stage we are now. Gbogbo ìta ń ṣe láti ọjọ́ yìí. À ń sọ pé kó bá prosecute kó fún justice, but now ìjọba ní they are ready to now go to trial to prosecute. So
mo fẹ́ kéré ṣé investigation máa continue ní tí àwọn bá ti arrest àwọn èèyàn àbí èèyàn máa kó lẹ́gùn.
Ó ṣe parí tí ó dàgbé ọ̀nà sáà tí ó ti parí investigation wọ́n ti rí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ẹni
tí wọ́n ní yẹn ẹ̀yin sọ yẹn kò ń ṣe tiwa ṣé tiwa náà ti end bá a lè ṣe investigation kankan mọ́.
Kò sí tó investigation tá a fẹ́ ṣe ju pé a láti máa follow pé n tó bá gbé jáde tá a bá tí ì rí tó bá gbé nǹkan yẹn jáde tó bá jẹ́ pé kò tẹ́ pé apá bí nǹkan then we can continue. I am saying while they are in court we have to go and dig out our own evidence. Ṣé tí yẹn kọ́ mọ̀ sọ orí ẹ̀ lọ́kọ́ ló máa tún wá ẹ̀pù mi ìfẹ́ sọ débẹ̀ ni but máa kọ̀ já yín sí díẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká àṣù kò bóyá ó níbì kan tí ó yẹ kí adájọ́ pàṣẹ ṣé ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi tó bá sọ pé nǹkan bàbá ìwà níbì kan kọ́ fún wa ní àṣẹ pé kọ́ lọ gbà jáde irú ibẹ̀ yẹn ló máa ti pàṣẹ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ tó máa lọ mú jáde wá.
Okay.
So àwa sì máa wà ń bẹ̀ àwa òun sọ pé èmi sì lúgọ síbi tí mo wà yìí.
Okay.
I will be stupid ládùúyà tí mo ti get almost a month.
I know.
Kí n má ti rí DPP advice kí n sáré padà sí Nàìjíríà.
I know.
Mo wọ̀ nìyẹn. I'm not a good fighter nìyẹn. So mo ṣe máa farabalẹ̀ tó bá di next week tàbá ti wá rí ibi tó okay tó bá jọra wọn nítorí tó bá ti ń kọ́ yẹn wọ́n máa sọ gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n rí nítorí link mọ́ wọ́n máa kọ́ jáde you are charged for so tàbá ti ń gbọ́ charges tó ń fún èèyàn yẹn láti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti rí level pẹ̀lẹ́ ni wọ́n ti rí nǹkan báyìí wọ́n lè má sọ ohun tó ti rí fún wa àfi tó bá dénú court.
Okay. So can hold on to ìgbà tó máa jáde fún wa ń sìn.
So yẹn la pressure yẹn má ti sùn àti lè sùn lé àmàmà gádà
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
wọ́n tún kọ́ máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún ni pé everybody should come back united.
Ṣé yẹn lè happen ṣá?
Ilé-iṣẹ́ mi gbà kan.
Yorùbá yẹn wà láwọn pọ̀ jáde, ṣé ó lè
People that
happen ṣá?
really, I'm talking about those that are interested in justice for Mohbad.
Yeah.
Not people that want to do èmi ni kọ́ máa rí lórí social media. Èmi ni mo wà ń bẹ̀.
Yeah, minimum front, yeah.
Anybody can take the lead. Anybody can take the glory. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in justice for Mohbad. Because
Ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣáà máa bínú ọkùnrin Yomi ẹjọ́. Ẹjọ́ mo fọlọ́run bẹ̀ yẹn ẹjọ́. Àwọn kan lẹ̀ ń ṣe fún ọmọ yẹn lẹ̀ ń ṣe fún. Ṣé mọ̀? Ẹjọ́. So bá mi wà pẹ̀lú yín o.
So let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's maintain it. Kade tó bá ti ń ju àwọn conspiracy theory yẹn. Some people want engagement on the stuff. Tó bá dẹ̀ ń sọ, ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbéyàwó táwọn wà kò sẹ́ni tó lè máa wọ́n bẹ̀. No, we don't need that now. We need to calm because tàbá ti farabalẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìjọba yìí tójú bá farabalẹ̀ àárímú wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn rẹ́dí lẹ̀ wọ́n gẹ́gun lẹ́dí wọn. I get saying they will be careful too.
Yeah.
When they release it will be analysed. I get saying ẹni tó bá fẹ̀sùn kàn náà òun náà fẹ́ sọ tiẹ̀ pé wọ́n parọ́ mọ́ mi ni má wọ̀rí ní wọ́n parọ́ mọ́ ẹ tó bá ti débẹ̀ lọ́rùú ẹjọ́ tiẹ̀.
Wọ́n ṣàlàyé rẹ̀.
Nítorí lọ́bẹ̀ tó fi wá lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ máa keep wa update ṣá ẹjọ́. Àjọ wà pẹ̀lú yín bíbá yìí ní ẹjọ́. Ẹ má kúrò lórí justice mú fọlọ́run bẹ̀ yẹn ẹjọ́. Ẹ ṣé sà.
Ìyá tí mo jẹ́ ti tó ẹ̀yà pọ̀. Ẹ̀yà pọ̀. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, top movies, are you there? Can speak up, please. I can barely hear you. Top movie.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I salute you.
Every other person, 4160, please mute your mic. Go ahead.
This is my question to you, because I understand that everybody we are seeking for justice. So, can you hear me?
I can hear you. But please go on. Please double tap. Okay, go on. Please speak up. Speak up, my brother.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah.
I'm hearing one sound on the background.
Every other person is mute now. It's like, let me see if I can disconnect this person. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you now. I think it's from your side, though.
Let me disconnect and come back.
Okay then. It's anti-justice. No, don't. Like I said, it's getting to a stage like people supporting women might not be against justice for Mohbad. We should understand the card that is being played, and they have right to think that they might probably want to, oppress her, do that. So don't worry. Talk about it, babe. If they ask questions, we will respond. I'm not here to. I'm not even mention anything. I'm not against anybody. All I want is justice and the truth. That is what I signed up for. I am saying. To ba jẹ́ go sínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi ni. Bá gbé mi ra number àti sá. O kin ti ho. At least what I'm still doing now, kò ṣá ṣe pé owó náà mo ṣá ti jókòó tì. So it's because without justice there can't be peace. Don't worry, Diva. Emma T suspect anybody. I might be making a mistake again, but let me just see that I'm going to handle this well. You might make a mistake again. So, yeah, top movie. Are you there?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here now. You can hear me now,
clearly. I can hear you clearly.
Okay. I salute you once again. So, I applaud your struggle towards this justice for Mohbad.
Thank you.
And one thing certain is that people that have a full knowledge and understanding of what has transpired from the past 13 months to where we are now, there are a whole lot of questions that are left unanswered. Okay. Now, my question that I want to put to you is, in the quest for justice, we know very well that there are two major.
In fact, hold on, let me touch on, hold on one second. Oh, yeah, go ahead, my brother.
So, in the quest of justice, we know very well that we have two body of agency that have that constitutional right to deliver justice.
Yes, correct.
The judicial body and the law enforcement agency. Now, in these two agencies, talking about the judicial part and the enforcement part, which of the agency are you going to say that they have faulted some of their obligations to deliver or to fasten the justice for Mohbad, from the information you've gathered so far?
Oh, okay. Do you want me to answer that first before you ask another question?
Yeah, I wanted to answer that because that will build me up to the conversation I want to have with you.
Okay. If you ask me my own opinion, it's not entirely the fault of the police, but they are also to be blamed. But we need to take into cognizance that there was high-handed obstruction of police investigation. Police were extremely obstructed and they were deceived at some point. And then the other aspect was that the crime scene was materially, technically tampered with, that it's going to take, even forensic, anything, it's going to be difficult for police to achieve anything at that point, except they dig deeper. So maybe they were like, what do we have to get from this place again? It's going to be very difficult to get anything. They've messed this place up. We even get to hear lately. But it's not an excuse. Are you with me? So if you ask, to answer your question, I will blame the police in part. But it doesn't mean that they could not remedy it. There could still be some pieces that they would have, they would have still pick up and get justice. Which, when we did not find them doing it, we are duty bound as people. Before we blame them, we have duty to also play a part and say, we are to support the police. This is what you should have done. This is what you should have done. Why are you doing this? And then, if they now reject it or they say, don't tell us, so I will blame the police in part. Though the people, they deceived and they obstructed the police, which of course they should have, find a way around it. I hope I've answered your question in that regards.
Okay. Let me say this now to, have a better landing with you from your response. Okay. Now, the police came into to investigate this particular circumstance to what led to Mohbad by. They came into the picture, and it was their course of interrogation and investigation from those witnesses they tabled down to the number of 26 that gave them the series of events that took place. So police got whatever they got and their own bargain of the investigation based on the people that they interrogated, the 26 persons. Even in their press report, they made it very clear it was based on the interrogation from these 26 witnesses that we arrived at this particular conclusion, which is the series of events that played out to the circumstances that led to Mohbad by. And in as much as we know very well that the police have done their part, police was not there when that particular crime was committed. Mm-hmm. So if you now say you want to hold police responsible for not doing some certain things well, those certain things that they did not do well, that is their own obligation. Those are the things I want you to specify it on, not based on anybody can interrogate you and you choose to tell them whatever you want to, because nobody that will commit a crime will come out and say I have committed a crime. Okay, now it's left for you. Yeah, it's left for you now. Now it's left for you now to do your own due diligence.
Okay,
do your own to your own capacity using your own apparatus.
Let me quickly respond to that.
What is the particular thing that the police did not do?
Okay, good. First and foremost, one thing that you should know about this case, there are some certain case or crime that does not have status of limitation. Even if it's after 20 years, they can bring it up and they still use it to try anybody. So note that one, number one. So whatever it is that the police failed to do, or they didn't do, or they're going to be made to do it later, it's never late. It's still about justice. However, when the police, I was not opportune to enter Mohbad's house. Are you getting that? But what I deduced, which I personally did on my own, I have about 2 to 3 of the neighbors that the same developer that built Mohbad's house, that built their own flats too. And the same way CCTV were installed in those flats is the same way it was installed in Mohbad's, as in the same structure from the railings, staircase, kitchen, everything. And then when police, they got there, maybe I wasn't there, the CCTV, you know what they call conduit? Do you know what it's called conduit? Top movie. Are you there?
Yeah, conductor, yeah. Into the wall.
So the CCTV, I sent a proof to the police. And I know maybe the police shared it with the DPP, I don't know. But I've played my part. I sent one of the interiors, one of the buildings, same thing, to let them know that I know what I'm talking about. The cameras were installed conduits. But of course, the police, don't forget that the police made mention of the same CCTV. But the people that went to investigate on behalf of the police, they came back and tell the force and the public that they found CCTV. I know certainly that means they must have made an attempt to say, no matter how smart you think you are, this CCTV, we can go and review it. They made an attempt to go and check. They now realize that all we can just see is there are cameras installed, but they could not trace it down to, okay, the storage. They couldn't find it, or they didn't see traces that it's like, this is where the storage was before. They've removed it. So somebody told them immediately when they asked that, oh, Mohbad installed the CCTV, but they were not working. Are you with me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And that made the police to believe that, oh, maybe when they first came in here, they did everything, and it didn't continue it by, installing the wires and put the hard disk and TV where they can be monitoring the stuff. Maybe because of the experience of the police officers that went. Do you understand? It could be lack of experience. That is why when cases of homicide, something like this do happen, they might even ask a police officer from another place to go and lead that case. They'll say, there is somebody that is an expert, and that is the person that wants him to go and, because that person will know the nitty-gritty, he has experience. So it's going to start with the person that knows that, oh, there is an evidence. Let me be honest with you. Let me tell you how you know that probably some people they've committed themselves serious crime. Listen carefully. If you are living in the same house with Mohbad, they called you, they interrogated you. Where is the CCTV? Where is it stored? You said, oh, you didn't complete it. They are not working. And suddenly, there is a video evidence. Are you with me? Showing you, acknowledging that there is an active CCTV. Are you getting my picture there, my brother? Let me break it down to you.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw it. I don't know whether what Wumi told them at the police station, what anybody told them at the police station, but I know certainly that Wumi knows the CCTV in Mohbad's house were working, because there was an evidence where she was with Mohbad in the kitchen and she was looking into a camera to show that Mohbad, what we were doing in the kitchen, saying, I'm seeing it here. That's number one. Now, I don't know a statement with the police. If she told them that the CCTV were not completely installed, do you know what would have happened in that place? Do you know the meaning of that? Secondly, I have been to the estate, and I can tell you categorically that the CCTV in that house, they were working. So it's now left for the police to juxtapose the statements and accounts of every witness and suspect and determine who should be held responsible for a particular crime or the other. But especially when the police made a mistake by treating Wumi as a witness and not a suspect.
Okay, can I say something here before you go
Right.
too far? Now, you said you can tell me that the CCTV in Mohbad's residence was working. Now, can I remind you that from every person that was living in that particular residence, their statement has always been that the camera was installed but not functioning.
Is that what you believe or what you think or you're believing them?
I'm talking about the police official evidence within their capacity. You know, when I started this conversation, I said those people.
Top movie. Let me explain to you what policing is all about. Policing is not military. Policing, they rely on honesty and cooperation of the member of the public. Are you saying? They rely on the honesty and cooperation of the public when they are doing their job. The more you lie to the police, the more you frustrate. Are you saying? You frustrate the effort of the police. But in this case now, my brother, whether anybody gave testimony or not, it could be distraction, obstruction of police investigation. That is why I'm saying that you should wait for the DPP's advice, because if eventually it is confirmed that the CCTV were working, are you saying? If the DPP does not have evidence that the CCTV were working, they might not touch on that. Are you saying? But the cocoa of the matter is this: if they have evidence that the CCTV were working, just like when Yabo went about and said, "Oh, the CCTV outside, maybe it's working or not, but Mohbad Pai inside the house, and there is no way the CCTV outside can capture what was happening inside." That means she's trying to tell us maybe the CCTV outside is working. The question you ask yourself is, the one working outside, where is this story? So let's wait on that. But I'm just telling you why the police might not be entirely guilty of unprofessionalism. Do you understand now? To answer
Yeah, I
your
understand. But let's be on this particular note, okay? Let me just say this. In the part of the CCTV, you will believe with me that the available evidence now with the police entails that at that particular time, what transpired happened. The CCTV was not functioning. That is the evidence available with the police at this particular moment.
How are you so sure?
You said what?
How are you so sure?
Because police has given their statement on that particular account.
When? Almost about 9 months ago. Do you know
Exactly.
Do you know what they received yesterday? Do you know what they received 2 days ago? Do you know what I gave to them? Do you know what anybody has given to them? Do you know what they might have found out? I told you personally, I went, it's not that I even sat on social media. I went to that estate. I put my life on the line with other people. And at the end of the day, I went to the police. And then I sent some certain things to the police as well.
Mr. Yomi, that's what they call, there are some instances, okay, that will make police not to even write you an invitation letter, but to arrest a particular person that they believe that has committed an offense. Like when the police have it within their capacity that a particular individual have committed an offense, the police will move swiftly to get that person arrested.
No, they won't. In this case, if they found out that any other person might have committed a crime and it has been done before, any crime that you have committed long ago, I am saying, you don't know whether the police have seen anything. You don't even know why they are inviting you.
Mr. Yomi, I'm speaking with you based on
even
the
with
requirements.
That, if they find anybody,
Mr. Yomi, let me just say this. I am speaking with you not because of I just want to speak with you, but I'm basing it on the requirements of which the police will arrest somebody without invitation.
If they do that, are you me? If they do that, let me tell you the position of the law. If, for instance, now in the new information or any evidence given to them, they now realize that, oh, this person actually is one that took Mohbad's life. All they will need to do is, if they know the person's information or address, they will write to you or come to you and say, we need you at our station, blah, blah, blah. I get what I'm saying. The only reason why they will arrest you immediately is if they have invited you before and then you've come to them, they've taken your statement, and because they could not conclude it, they granted you bail. So if eventually they now saw evidence that what you told them or what they have is to show that you actually committed the crime, since you have been invited before and they give you temporary freedom, they have right to take the total freedom and say, you are now under arrest. That under arrest means that they will hold you under 48 hours. They must charge you to court if they don't have anything against you. But immediately they have something against you under the law, under 48 hours that they've come to pick you, police can pick you up anytime, but they don't have right to hold you more than 48 hours. If they want to hold you more than 48 hours, they have to go to court and say, we want to hold you more. But in an event that they have completed the same reason why to charge you to court, they will not hesitate under 48 hours for them not to commit crime, for the police not to get gbese. They must charge you immediately to court. The judge can now decide your fate. Do you understand now?
Do you believe me that if police have substantial evidence concerning any persons to what led to what happened to Mohbad, police will move swiftly to pick the person without sending the person invitation? Do you believe me?
No. It's very simple. Are you with me? If they have anything against anybody now, are you with me? If they have anything against anybody, if the person,
I'm talking about substantial evidence that a particular person
have not come to them before. Are you saying?
At all.
If the person have not come to them before, they've not arrested the person before, they have right to go and arrest you based on that they are suspecting you and they are arresting you based on that you killed somebody. But that means that they must be ready to charge you to court under 48 hours or they grant you bail. So they can arrest you. But if they realize that, you know what, let's calm down. This person has been before us before. This is what we have against the person. Then they would send it to the DPP because they've already duplicated their file. If they see anything now and you don't even know, the duty is to wait and then send it to the DPP. The DPP can add it to their charges because they've not even written the charges. And if it is why they even wrote the charges and you're already in court, if they see new evidence again, they will adjust the charges. So by charges matter, where attempted murder, maybe it is back.
I understand.
If they see anyone, they
Mr. Yomi, wait. Mr. Yomi, yeah, I understand what you're trying to explain. You're just going far. All I'm trying to establish here is that the police have the right to arrest somebody upon a substantial evidence that that person has committed a crime. And the reason why I'm saying this is because of what you said. Because you were asking me, do I know if the police have any further evidence apart from what they have given so far in at the press conference when they gave their statement? And I said, based on the fact they have not made any further arrests, police have not gotten any substantial evidence because it's within their obligation.
No, don't get
Wait now, Mr. Yomi, wait now. It's within their obligation that if they have substantial evidence that a person has committed a crime, they will move swiftly to arrest the person.
It doesn't work. That's what I'm telling you. Top movie. If
Wait
they
now, to enable them.
now, hold on, let me explain to you why they will not. They've already duplicated the file to the DPP. If they are not duplicated, they will arrest, take your evidence, take your statement, then go and duplicate and give you bail if they are not ready to go to court. If you say they should go and arrest the person now, it means that in the next 48 hours they are ready to go to court. And then the file is already with the DPP. They are waiting for advice because other people might be involved. So they will just pack everything together. So they will just say, okay, this one that we have. They will just send it to the DPP. The people will say, oh, good. When they add it together, you might be surprised that when they say next week, the DPP advice might come up on Thursday. If I see the need to say, let's quickly come it up, right? So round it up. this Thursday, I want the DPP advice to be out and they arrest
No,
them.
no, 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 no. It's not. No, no, it's not done that way. For the fact that this particular no, it's not done that way. It's not done that way. There is not how anybody that will get arrested to add to the ones already there will now be taken to court instantly. There are due process. There are processes that you need to take legally. Police can still have the person within their own custody, and further investigation will still take place.
My brother,
Because
do you hear
even because
My
because
brother.
the coroner inquest. Now, do you know this coroner inquest? If there is any additional incriminating evidences that they might get that will incriminate somebody else that is not even a suspect now, the coroner will recommend the police to arrest the person and charge
No,
during their recommendation.
no, I don't know who has been teaching you. I don't know your background. Corona inquest is.
Have you read the coroner law?
Mr. Yomi,
Hold on.
I want to say something, sir. Please, sir. Top movies. Can I see? You are sounding as if you are working for Mohbad wife. That is the way you are sounding.
That's what you
He has
think.
not- he
That's
didn't
what
sound
you
that
the
way.
truth. That
Yeah,
is the way we are
That's
seeing
what you
everything you are
think.
saying.
That's what you think. That is what you
Up
think.
TV.
It's your own personal opinion. You can
TV.
say anything. That's what you think.
Yes.
Hold on, top movie. Up TV. He is not sounding
Yeah,
that
Baba.
way. His understanding of how the law operates, Nikoye. And I've said my own. I have a name to protect. If I don't know it, if I don't have an idea, I'm not going to say it. I'm not saying that I am the best or have everything. But the truth of the matter is this: when a case, particularly of homicide, is being duplicated to the DPP, the police had already told everybody, we are waiting on DPP's advice. It's sacrosanct. It's the law.
Yes.
And the reason is because even if it is one person that they see evidence now and they arrest the person, they don't know if from the DPP's advice, many people will be advised to be charged for the same crime. Maybe it is a conspiracy. Maybe the person has got help in that particular act. Toshe, and you only one who lazy. Are you with me? Top movie. Somebody can be seen in the CCTV, go into the house and shoot at somebody. You know, maybe that is the last evidence the police have seen. But if the other evidence that the police, investigation the police have done, they realize that the person did not just come into the house. Somebody went to open gate for that person. Somebody even led the person, must have told the person, Ibiti Enihewa. That way, the person that opened the door is also accessory after the fact and should be joined in the suit. I get what I'm saying. So if the police should say because they just found video of the person that shot only and they want to charge to court and they did not wait for DPP's advice to make sure that every person in that investigation connected to the murder, their charges might be different. It might be one person that shot, but it's going to be like 2-3 persons are going to be charged for the murder. Do you understand now? Do you
I
understand?
understand you perfectly.
So that is why
I understand you perfectly.
it is important at this stage that since the file has been duplicated to the Director of Public Prosecution and the same DPP, they have been waiting for autopsy. Immediately they've received it now. They said they've received it. Maybe it is a second opinion. Maybe it's a third place that they went to. They've now juxtaposed and said now we can now charge anybody because we must have facts and figure to link us to say this person has a case to answer. Initially, they don't have it. So now that they've gotten it, they said we want to write who and who should be charged to court. It might be somebody who is on bail. So immediately the fact that you're on bail does not mean you're out of the case. Then they will ask you, please, or even without telling you, because it is bail that they gave you. Now they will now cut the bail and say we are no longer giving you bail. Even before you know they are coming now. They will just put you on bail and say you are needed at our station. Why? That bail we gave you, we told you, we give you temporary freedom. If we are ready to charge to court, if you think you have a case to answer, then we'll come for you. Now you have a case to answer. I didn't do it. Don't worry. What we have, go and tell the judge you didn't do it. Then they'll pack you, they'll take whoever to court. So they don't need to be in a hurry because the DPP advice will be comprehensive than relying on just one person. So you
I
understand?
understand you, Mr. Yomi.
So
Yeah,
nobody knows
see
what
this particular explanation that you're giving is your illustration. I understand perfectly, but that is not really the discussion that we were having. We are actually trying to establish the function status of the CCTV. That was
don't
what we
worry,
were
you don't
trying
know.
to.
See, my brother, nobody has ever
Wait,
said the CCTV is
now,
what the
because
police saw.
you said something. You said something, and that is where I was trying to come in. Because when I started this, I made it very clear that we have two agencies that are going to deliver justice. And in the part of the law enforcement, which way do you think they did not live up to their obligation? And you mentioned that what they are supposed to have done to ascertain the rightful status of that CCTV, they did not do it very well. So I now asked you further that, okay, fine. Let's say the people that were there in the house, people that were living in the house, they have always come to say that that particular CCTV was not functioning at the time that incident occurred. You get, but you said in your own person that
How are you sure that the testimony is correct? Stop moving. I'm moderating. Listen, hold on, you go on. Whoever is going to confirm that it was working before it's not working, how did the person get to know it is not working? That person must be able to tell you that this is how I take confirm, say, they work again. Then they will say, how? Did you have access to the stuff? Then take us back to it.
Now, Mr. Yomi, in this particular thing you just said now, that most certainly has been done during the police interrogation.
How are you sure?
Now, this is why I'm sure. For the police to conclude in their own statement.
Don't worry about what police concluded.
Wait.
The people that stood up.
Mr. Yomi.
Conclusion is temporary. Now the government are doing the right thing.
What I'm saying here is that, as we know, the information at the police disposal officially is that the CCTV was not functioning. But you said that you've given them something. How am I sure that you've not given them something that they are working with? So I'm not asking you that. The reason, wait now, who is there?
Let me meet the person. Is it Lady B also? Lady B, I meet
Lady something. So you say something. How am I so sure that you've not fashioned them with something as evidence? And I'm like, for the fact that no arrest has been made, I don't believe that police have any substantial evidence.
No. The point is
anything that relates to that.
My brother, if the police arrest now or they don't arrest, don't just worry. The right time to arrest is when the DPP, they've come up with the overall DPP's advice. I get saying. Because there is no point arrest somebody now and then they'll come back and say, okay, why are you not taking me to court? The person will charge the police that, why are you not charging me to court? You arrest me and it's the second day, fourth day, nothing. It's because the police are not ready to go to court. So instead of rushing to court, they will calm down. The person does not know what they have, does not know what they don't have. And they are not telling you that they have. Police have not even said, it's not even the police that is talking now. It is the Director of Public Prosecution, Ministry of Justice. They are the ones that know what they have. They might not even be relying on what police has. That's what I'm telling you. It might not even be connected to the CCTV yet. Are you with me? It might be connected to it. I don't know. But what I'm telling you is that don't preempt. Don't jump the gun. They will not arrest now. When the entire police advice, DPP's advice comes out, they will send the copy to the same police. Then the police will say, oh, good. So that we will not be making mistake. We will not know who to arrest. And they will go for who to arrest.
Hello, sir. Hello, boss.
See, Mr. Yomi, wait, let me just say this. Let me just say this.
Stop movies,
Let me just say this. Wait. Let me just respond to this. I will not waste time.
Stop movies,
I will not waste time.
Hold on.
Wait, let me just say this.
Last chance.
Let me just say this.
Say the last one. Oh, yeah.
Let me just say this. Mr. Yomi said something about me. I'm the last person that will work with assumption. You understand? I'm the last person that work with assumption. I always like working with something I can verify and facts.
Very good.
And that's why most people will be like, I'm not always in their point of line of thought. That is me. That is who I am. Because in the quest of criminal case like this, you must always have to prove beyond every reasonable doubt 60% will not even fly. You must prove beyond any reasonable doubt. Now, when I say what is within the police capacity is an official thing. Any other thing that we don't have any idea or don't have any information that is within our capacity is just speculation and assumption.
Of course.
So if you are working within what the police have done so far and the facts out there, that was why I was putting it to you. Where do you think the police have not lived up to their obligation?
No, I've answered you on that one. You're talking about
No,
that.
you were saying that based on your own assumption, like what you have given to the police. How am I sure you have not given something to the police? You've not actually said this is what.
My brother, don't worry.
Somebody else talk, please. We can. You're not the only one here, please. Okay.
You're not getting it. Let me make it clear to you.
Mr. Yomi, please, don't stress yourself anymore on this matter.
The police cannot advise on the charges that they can profile in this kind of matter. Homicide, this one, it is the DPP that will advise. Because it is the DPP that wants to try the case. They are the one going to fight. It is the Lagos State versus whoever they are charging. It's not the police.
But it's going to be based on the evidences. But it's going to be based on the evidences available, right?
Yes,
the police are not stupid. They know their job. The police are not stupid. They know what they are doing. They know their job.
Yeah, but based on evidences available.
Hold on. If they have any additional one as we speak now, they are still duty bound to send it to the DPP. If the DPP, if they receive any additional stuff, whether from the coroner inquest, whether from anywhere, they still have the time to add it to the case file. So whatever it is that they have now, and that will be basing their charges and arrest on, you don't know yet. So calm down. Let's wait. But the police arresting now, the police will prefer to wait on, because they are the one that initiated and sent the case to the DPP. So they must wait. It is when the DPP comes up and say, as we speak as a social date, these are the people that ask case to answer. Then the police will swing into action immediately. If the person they've not come, if they are with them, they will detain them. If they are coming to sign, they will detain. If they need to go and pick them up, if they are coming to sign, they will detain. If they need to go and pick them up. And that is all I can say. I don't want to repeat myself. So I'm turning over to you. Thank you. Top movie.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. See, Top Movie is just speaking. I'm sorry to use this word, but Top Movie is speaking behind his fingers. That is for facts. Because you are speaking like if you are at justice to this matter. Trust me. Yeah, you might be trying to play the devil advocate here in order for you to get some facts from Mr. Yomi. I guess that's what you're trying to do.
Yes, he was recording him.
Yeah, it was recording. I went for the background to go and
Top Movie. Sorry, 1 minute, please. Top Movies is an anti-justice. It's working for them, so it's not as if. So get that right.
Recording. I have to go check something. And I was recording all these conversations.
No. Okay.
So
now
show your face. Open your camera. Let's show our face. Let's see you, so that we'll know that whatever you are saying or doing, we know you. Show your face.
I don't want us to overflow whether it's anti-justice.
What do you understand as anti-justice? You that you're talking, what do you actually understand as anti-justice? You that you're talking, what do you actually understand as anti-justice?
Top Movie, please, if you want to still stay in the panel session, please do not talk except you ask for permission to talk, so that it will not turn to, I don't want fracas. We learn every day. What you have asked, I've advised you. Maybe you people are scared that, they should have made arrest. Don't be in a hurry. They will arrest everybody that you think or you are expecting that they should arrest. And it's not going to be, they won't be exempting. I can tell you on my own, I don't want to preempt, but I can tell you they will make arrests and the trial will start, because they have what it is to start the trial. And for a whole commissioner of justice and attorney general to say, we are now good to go, prosecution can start. It's not child's play. It's beyond police investigation. because police have done the investigation. It is now at the stage of writing and to be sure that who is necessary to have answer to some questions are going to be brought before the judge. So it is the DPP, the Minister of Justice, that when they pick them up, when they write it out, they pick those that you pick up, and then they won't want to be wasting their time. They must be sure that in the next 48 hours, after the DPP advice comes out, or maybe the date they set for the trial in court, police would have swung into action, pick whoever they want to pick, and then they send them. So if you want to get bail, they can now be getting court bail if necessary. That is when they would have, if arrest them, their lawyers would have gone there to say, what do you have against my clients? What do you have against my clients? Then they will show them, this is why we believe your client has a case to answer. This is why. So it's not something that they will be, if they have it now, they will be jumping the gun. If they have it now, if you like, think that they have it, think they don't have it, or want to try to draw words out of my mouth, if they have it, nobody is running anywhere. You cannot go anywhere. This is homicide. There is no way anybody, the law will catch up with that person, because under even 3 days, they will bring the person back anywhere they travel to. It is at that stage now, because it is the government gongo that has the finance and everything that are the one trying the case. So that is just it. So I don't know what did the fans say. I'm not reading many of these things. I'm looking at so many places.
Baba,
okay, so Top Movie, thank you for your time. Thank you. All right, so with this,
Yomi better that you drop a Top Movie anti-justice in the only man here. So wọ́n dẹ̀ ń kọ́ àwọn panelists gbogbo àwọn commenter ń kọ́ ẹ̀ listen sí wọn mo jẹ́ kí n gòkè that guy is an anti-justice kò lè open wọn camera bó ṣe wà ní títí Jésù máa fi dé gbogbo wọn tí àtà kò lè open wọn.
padà ṣe ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi ọgbọ́n ni gbogbo nǹkan èmi ò wá mọ́ta ń bì.
àní bẹ́ẹ̀ ó fẹ́ máa gbọ́ tẹnu nínú àní pé mo lọ́ta ẹ̀kẹ́ wà careful about that guy.
mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó sì béèrè ṣẹfẹ́gbò tọrọ ohun tó sì béèrè kó ṣe gbọ́n ẹlẹ́mọ̀ àlùbọ̀ yóò mọ ọgbọ́n nǹkan ẹlòmíì reason tó fi wà nídìí tẹ́ pé wọn láti justice yẹn is because they are naive. ẹlòmíì ẹlẹ́pọ̀n kan ni ohun tó máa yẹ ọ̀tọ̀ ibi tẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ so wọ́n ní èèyàn tó máa ṣàlàyé fún wọn tí ọgbẹ́ mi tẹ́mi sọ̀rọ̀ náà sí kò ṣe bóyá mo kàn dédé sọ̀rọ̀ because mo kàn fẹ́ máa lanu but because I know how these things work I know the capacity at ẹlòmíì ṣe ń gbọ́ kan tó ń jẹ́ DPP ni ẹlòmíì mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ DPP kò sí yẹn even corona inquest ẹlòmíì lè pọ̀ òun gan ni court pọ̀ òun ló máa dájọ́ fẹ́ni tó ṣẹ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ pé it's just a normal fact finding in fact iṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́pàá ń ṣe ó lágbára ju role tọ́lọ́pàá lè play nínú àwọn tó bá ń béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó lè ju ti corona inquest lọ corona inquest everybody tó wá bẹ̀ they are witness ni but ọlọ́pàá ó máa kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí witness wọ́n sọ ẹ́ di suspect wọ́n lè detain wọ́n lè gbọ́n ẹ́ sì kọ́ mú ẹ fún 48 hours kọ́ to extend pé àwọn fẹ́ díẹ̀ mú fún corona inquest tó lè ṣe yẹn ẹ ti understand so you should be able to know the corona inquest is just on a fact-finding mission to support the whatever the DPP will come as an advice. Okay, these are the people that we're going to be charging to court. And trust me, guys, in less than 7 days, clear. The Commissioner of Justice said they are coming up with the advice, and the autopsy is out. They confirmed it. So there is no two ways about it again. So that is enough for us to say, God, so far so good, we thank God. We just have to wait. Nobody can know what and who will be charged until they make those charges. And that is the law. Police go with mobile. Police will more. If any police officer tells you that they know what will come as charges, if they know, they won't be duplicating and be seeking for DPP's advice. So they too, they would have to wait. Immediately they come up with the advice, whoever is found wanting,